fantastic start by Hawthorn. 4 goals in 12 minutes, but it's not the number they've kicked, it's the way they've kicked them.
12 minutes of exciting, great football put on by Hawthorn. Beautiful day to play. 27 to 6 points. Footscray. Bahaja for the Dogs now. Smothered by a nest of Hawks there. They won't let a thing go past them. They'll force another ball up in the midfield.
Come on, Dogs!
Ugly stuff. Another ball up. 27 Hawthorn, 6 Footscray. And a rare lull in the play so far. It's been of the highest calibre, and all from the brown and golds. Free kick to Footscray. Bahaja. And umpire Bryant pulls the man on the mark back about 1 metre. Morris with courage. Diving in front of the herd, 15 metres. True centre half-back. There's the promising young blonde defender. Here comes Brereton. Oh, plenty of leapers there. Sewell in desperately, but the whistle indicates that the umpire will bounce it.
Now it's about half forward for Hawthorn. Purcell was upset as he went for the ball. Should get the free kick. Well, he's not going to get the free kick. It wasn't Purcell, someone else, and Footscray upset Michael Byrne.
He could just about kick it from there if he makes contact.
Long left footer. Didn't make contact though. Dropping into goal square. Knights came out. The ball in front of him. Matthews really pulled that one. 2 goals, 2 to lethal lead.
Matthews is a weekly panellist on our television footy preview over here, and I asked him yesterday, would the Hawks win? He said, expect a committed performance. Boy, haven't they given it. Hawkins. Neil Cordy. Hawkins from behind the centre. Spoiler was Lester Smith. Ayres, beautifully. Wallace. Well done. Green. Eade. Byrne. Brereton. Big build-up. Big chance. Bennett. 30 metres out. That was a great build-up from the Hawks. From half-back to half-distance from goal. And Jamie Bennett can join the goal-scoring club. He does. Number 5. And Hawthorn in front by 28 points. 15 and a half minutes into the first quarter.
Footscray taking it away.
At one stage, Hawthorn led by 50 points. Now late in the third quarter, and Footscray making a revival.
31-point lead. Purser beautifully down. Oh, and a great snare there by Buckenham, and a great smother equally. Tetsaris again is looking after Matthews and doing it well. It's Steve McPherson. Russell Morris. Bamlett. McPherson shepherds, but he can't from Russell Green. Bamlett back into McPherson. Nice balking, weaving. Bahaja coming from the back line. Takes it in the middle. Goes for the bounce yet. The short one. 2 teammates yet. Steve Wallace. 50 metres out. Goes for the short one. Why did you go for the long one? Beasley had no hope. Mew climbing all over him.
Yes, split-second decision. He made the wrong one. Mew finds Eade. Ayres. Here's Matthews. This time he's got away. Zatsaris makes him pay as Robertson comes on for the first time. Here goes Lethal. Left foot up. Falls short. Didn't kick well with the left foot. And Rod McPherson takes it.
Out to Kennedy in the back pocket. Kennedy's longer kick down to Daniels. Daniels can be exciting at times. Nice run. Beasley. Yes! Did it right then. Everything was right that time. He went, dropped a little, then went again. It was too much for Mew playing from behind. Well, he hasn't had too many touches of the football this afternoon. It's his 6th kick, but Beasley's kicked 2 goals too. Footscray trailing, that's fairly mammoth when you say 5 goals, 1. 25 minutes into the term. Goodly distance out, but it's a beautiful kick. Best, longest goal of the match. Lovely timing. Everything was perfect from Beasley's 3rd goal.
We're in time on 103 to 78. It's not over. Hawkins puts them into attack again. Well done, Green. Caught under a difficult ball. Out to Eade, who makes good space on the wing and has done many times today.
Goes straight to centre half forward to Buckenara. Buckenara and Rod McPherson. Buckenara had it, lost it. And a little nudge there from Rod McPherson gives Buckenara the free kick. Loops it quickly down towards Terry Wallace. Now, Wallace is not a long kick, as we know, but I think he might go back, looks as though he is, to have the shot for goal. And there'll be a lovely one for his 20th kick. He's done well in the middle for the Hawks. Footscray have outscored them in this quarter 5 goals to 2, and Wallace's kick is looping to the left, and it hit the post.
Just clipped it.
Yeah.
And I think it clipped the inside of it. It was almost home. Well, that would have been a telling goal. As it is, Footscray within 26 points. Steve Wallace beats Terry this time. McLean and Russo. McLean to half forward. Out comes Beasley. Bounces kindly. Well done. Sewell. Beasley. Bahaja. He's missed it. That was a golden opportunity. And a goal there would have really made this close to 3/4 time anyone's.
42 points, which is 7 goals to Hawthorn, elite at the start of the quarter. Now it's back to 25 points. And Chris Mew to boot the ball into play. Not quite sure where to go. Goes to the middle, centre half back. Burn. Not this time. Budgie through it. Steve McPherson. Was that a shove? Well, I thought it was, but the umpire said play on. Well, he got a push. He got a push in the rump.
He doesn't look too upset, and he has been known to make his displeasure felt. Graham Cordy falling into the pocket. Beasley and Mew did it to perfection. 24 points the difference. 4-goal margin, so Hawthorn certainly in the box seat still, but Footscray making this a real contest in the 3rd term.
Robertson on the field for Hawthorn, and it's going straight to him. Oh, he hasn't warmed up, he dropped it. Then pushes Budgie in the back. Budgie leads forward, looks for the loose ball to come from McLean. McLean chips it down, gone too far, and Langford takes the easy mark.
Beyond half-back, but Purser hasn't been paid. They won't like that. Robertson to tuck, through the centre. He could just about kick the distance. Brereton's there, looking dangerous. Great spoil by Neil Cordy. Nice. Play on. Kennedy with strength. Back to the centre. Royal.
Brian Royal. And the McLean, a much livened up player in this second half. Oh, if it's not Langford, it's Ayres, and if it's not Ayres, it's Langford. Haven't let the wind pass him this afternoon.
Looks for tuck. Here's Bamblett. Oh, Footscray keen now. Royal. Bamblett has a look at the sticks. He's done it! His 4th. A great performance, perhaps his best game of league football.
Late in the 3rd quarter, young Les Bamblett, the star of the Footscray forward line, has just kicked his 4th goal. Only seconds to go, I guess. They're right in the fight. Hawkins takes from Purser. Down to Bamblett again. What a performance on this kid, number 9.
That gum is really getting chewed hard at this moment, and the siren's gone. So right on three-quarter time, Les Bamblett could bring Footscray to within 2 goals. A situation we wouldn't have dreamt of in the first half of the match. This is a pressure kick. Fantastic stuff, Les Bamblett. 5 goals. 2 of them in the last minute of the third quarter. And at the last change, the Bulldogs are just 2 goals down.
23 minutes into the last quarter and a battle to come. The Hawks by 9 points.
Does it well. Russell had to run back into the pack. Budgie comes through. It's chipped out. Rod McPherson takes a handball. Tries the bounce. On the wing now. Up the centre half forward. Big Michael Burns there. Knocked away from him. It's Tuck in front. Can't get the ball to his boot. Recovers somehow. Boots it back to Wallace. Too long for him. Good play, Rod McPherson. Excellent play. Andrew Pearson from the wing. Steps around Loveridge. Shoots the ball to half forward. Baxter was there, couldn't take it, but oh, gee whiz, Tuck did.
Why, gee, there are some tired-looking Hawks. Few of them just showing their age, but they're hanging on well. Tuck, grim determination written all over that visage. Matthews, out wide as Wallace, he ignores him. Inboard. Knights, long left foot snap, way offline, behind. 21st behind to the Hawks. They're in front by 10 points. We're approaching time on. There have only been 3 goals kicked in the quarter. It won't go more than about 28 minutes.
Been a grand exhibition of good, hard, spirited football by both teams. And look at Mick Malthouse. He wants to get out there. Kennedy boots the ball long. Neil Cordy in front. Hawks in possession. Terry Wallace kicks it. Kennedy and McCarthy. And Graham Cordy thumps it through. So the Hawks now lead by 11 points.
We're in time on, but it could still be one from here for Footscray. Brian Cordy. They've kicked 2 goals in the quarter and they need 2 more. Purser in front of Byrne. Good spoil to Loveridge. Big chance now for Hawthorn. Too far out to score. Matthews is there, but it's forced through for another behind. Number 23. It puts the Hawks 12 points up, and perhaps now they have either 4 or 2 points safely wrapped up.
It had to be good to do it. Kennedy finds Bahaja this time, but Bahaja taking his time, wasting time. Not too much to kick to up in the centre of the field. It was Doug Hawkins, Stephen Wallace, then backwards to Rod McPherson. Geez, had a marvellous final turn. And Steve Wallace again to half forward. Hardy's going to fly from the back. Hardy gets it, then loses it. Kick there by Langford and marked by Bahaja.
26 minutes gone. About 2 to go. The pass towards Sewell. Great spoil by Ayres. Magnificent work. Now the race. Brian Cordy. Back to half forward. Not much there for the Dogs. Now that, no, there's not. Ayres, Russo. Away go the Hawks. And that might just about wrap it up. Here's Brereton and Knights. Brereton's got it. Over the top, Matthews. Goal number 6 is the sealer.
Hawthorn got the points by a margin of 19 points. They led by 42 at half-time, but 7 goals in the third quarter saw Footscray come back before Hawthorn steadied to win by just more than 3 goals. Matthews kicked 6 goals, Kennedy and Buckenara each 3, and for Footscray, Bamblett kicked 5 and Beasley kicked 4 goals. Another attractive game was at the MCG, where Richmond played North Melbourne. North were third on the ladder, a game ahead of Richmond, who had lost their last 2 games to drop from 2nd to 6th. North had won their last 3 games, including a thrashing of Premiers Essendon. Back for North was 274-game veteran Wayne Schimmelbusch after missing last week's game against the Swans, and back for Richmond was the league's leading goal kicker Michael Roach, who had made a lightning recovery from his knee operation. He had kept his lead on the goal kickers list, but had watched while the Tigers had lost the 2 games he had missed. We pick it up 21 minutes into the first quarter. North leading by 7 points, and with me in commentary, Mike Fitzpatrick. Shows some toe for a man just out of hospital. Palm down goes to Anir. The hand pass back is intercepted by Smith. Greg stumbles, but finds a teammate in Ross Smith. Long to half-forward flank. Phil Cracker at the back. He wanted to play on. The umpire told him to play on. He comes back at it. Now under pressure. Zerkaski brings it away for the Tigers. Waitman. Good pressure here from both teams. Waitman spots Walsh unmarked. Philip Walsh goes as long as he can. Roach coming from behind Passmore. Passmore got it. No, the umpire said play on. Rioli with a lightning hand pass to Landy, who kicks the goal. And Rioli has just been a class and a half above everybody else on the ground.
Interesting tussle for the mark between Passmore and Roach. I think both players thought they had it.
And has Landy done well? 7 kicks to Graham Landy in the opening 22 minutes.
He's done particularly well because he's on John Law, who's an excellent half-back. It's underneath it. Richmond getting the ball forward at all costs. McCann, though, clears from centre half-back. Lightning handball out from Phil Cracker. Ooh, Poole's met solidly and goes down. He was met by Glendinning, and the claim is that there was an elbow up. So that was the umpire's view of it. Gives the ball off quickly to Jep. Jep keeps running through, picks up the handball. Left foot to James, who holds it, but took the ball over the line loosely, and quite rightly, it will be a throw-in. Had he held it to him, he would have been all right. He didn't have control when he went over the line.
The two number ones, Lee and Lyle. Jim Cracker. Burton. Roach from behind. Roach follows up. Met by McCann. The ball up now at centre half forward. The Roach looks sharp. He did have a chance to mark after really sprinting for one a couple of minutes ago. But he's certainly not showing the signs of a man just out of hospital. Lee gets it to Waitman, who gets a bit of a graze around the head. Ends up with a ball up. Inside half forward now. The Tigers only about 35 metres from goal and trailing by a point. Just about to tick into time on. Lee knocks it goalwards. German will take a free.
German's 5th kick been influential in the centre. Gives it off to Simmelbush, who swapped wings. Long kick looking for Glendinning and Poole. Glendinning used his strength to mark in front. Very well timed use of the body. Kicks along the flank, Jets at the back. Larkin's taken it, looking for the advantage, but not paid. Ball comes back to Jonas. And Jonas would probably just be able to put that ball on the end of the square, I think, from there. That's exactly where it's going. Plenty of players up there punching. Phil Cracker, but he puts the ball straight up in the air. Oh, take it off the ground, take it off the back by Ross Smith. And a very sharp shot for goal, gets 6 points for North Melbourne. They'd be very pleased at the 26-minute mark. North 4-4, Richmond 3-3, a 7-point lead to North Melbourne.
Smith, who kicked the last goal, on the ball. He's in the middle on a near. Actually, Rioli wins this tap out. Eustace almost caught red hot by Jonas. German just gets boot to ball. Law back to Demetrio. Barling stumbles. Holt fumbles. Jonas. Jim Cracker should goal in front, 40 metres out, drills it.
On that occasion, I felt Francis probably could have cut off Cracker, but instead chose to follow his own player. Barling in the middle now. Lee's out. Lyle wins. Taken out of the centre by North. Poole in the race for the ball. He's recovered from that knock earlier. Now to Francis. And Glendinning made no attempt to tackle on that occasion. Very disappointing. Rioli in front. Law at the back. Eustace with a chance. Takes the bump and the ball. Gives it off quickly to Jep. To Rioli. Great tackle by Cracker J. Rioli again gets up well to Walsh. Walsh doesn't want it. Eustace can't control it, but he's, I think, legged. And he'll take the kick. And Richmond supporters give the raspberry to the umpires.
Uncontested mark to Lyle. Half-back flank for North. 28 minutes gone, first term, and North by 13 points. Lyle's kick to centre wing. Glendinning, great catch. Oh, unmarked down on the forward line. Jonas on his own. Stood his ground pretty well. Schimmelbusch dashing to the forward pocket. Jonas perhaps a bit slow to see him, or perhaps thinking he can kick the goal himself. Why not? 50 metres out, 10 metres short. Punch comes to the front, goes to Francis. Zakaski, was it? Out of defence. Eustace just inside the line. Jonas once more, beats one, half beat the second, and then under pressure with the hand pass, the ball out of play.
It's intriguing that Jonas didn't give that ball across to Schimmelbusch earlier. He certainly wasn't going to make the distance. Glendinning and Barling. Barling wins it out well to Eustace, an excellent tap. Given across to Jep. Demetrio can't mark. Great handball out by Walsh to Rioli. Rioli with the left boot. Looking for Roach, but Roach is behind on this occasion. And Passmore marks. Passmore gives it across to Greg, who runs it out on the left boot. Nice kick to Lyle, who just manages to hang on to it in time. He's got a bit of room there to Glendinning, who won't mark. Holt and Anea. Anea leads in the race and takes it. Left foot looking for Waitman, who's behind Ramsey. But James coming in from the back, picks Ramsey off. Good footy. Giving Waitman time. He's got plenty of room. He shoots. He scored. 6 points. And Richmond go to 4-3. And that was really James that set that one up for Waitman.
22 minutes into the second quarter, Richmond have hit the front and lead by 8 points. Tigers by 8 points. North should perhaps have led by now. Demetrio back to Jim Cracker. A centering kick. A punch away by Francis, playing an unusual role. Holt. Oh, you've got to get a free here. Umpire says play on.
Ducked his head. Good umpire.
The umpire showing him that he ducked his head. I don't know whether it matters much when you've lost 5 teeth and you've got concussion.
That's the rule.
Yep. Lee knocks it straight to Holt. Chance for amends. Oh, great goal. Gee whiz, it was close. It's a good call. It would have been a perfect call if it had been a goal.
Big straw and bring in what wasn't a goal.
And Eustace replaced in the Richmond lineup, and Richard Geary coming on for his first run in league football.
Jim Cracker on the wing for North. To Lyle. Lyle's done well in that midfield. It's across to Ross Smith. He shoots it long. He was knocked over after he kicked, but it's play on. McDonald can't take it. Demetrio can, gives it into Larkin. Larkin shoots, and right through.
North back to within 1 point. Approaching time on in the second quarter. Jim Cracker somehow flicks it out. Demetrio off the ground. Jonas a lucky mark. And a lead by Glendinning within kicking distance. Quick football by North out of the middle. And Ross Glendinning lining up to put North in front. They've had plenty of chances in this quarter, so I wouldn't back him with my house to kick it the way North have been going. But with his skill from 35 metres, this should be no bother. 10 possessions to Ross Glendinning, and he puts it right through the middle, and North lead by 5 points.
Jim Jess coming on. It looks like they've taken James off. They have. Stephen James off. Barling wins. To Larkin. Good play by Schimmelbusch. Larkin goes long, and it's in.
And bursting through the centre goes Walsh. Tapped down by Geary, getting his first touch, but doesn't go down as a possession. Number 51 for Richmond. Law for North. Schimmelbusch charging at it, but tapped back by McKenna. Tap around the head. Free kick to Walsh. North 58, Richmond 47. Short pass for Rioli. The gap closed. But a chance for Geary. He steadies. And hooked that one. He had a chance to kick a goal with his first kick in league football. And that's out of bounds in the forward pocket.
Just shuffled out over the line, didn't he? Lee at the front. Can't hold. Waitman has a go. Puts it straight up in the air. It'll be out on the full. Michael Passmore will take the ball and bring it in. And by bringing Michael Roach back a couple of yards, give him room to kick. Passmore nevertheless kicks it very high. Jimmy Jess. Jimmy Jess, who's only been on for 2 or 3 minutes, was at the front of that pack, and Michael Passmore's kick was very poor. Probably only went about 35 metres. Should be able to put this well behind the goals. Which he did, but he only scored 1 point.
Put it behind, all right.
Tigers 7-6 to North Melbourne 8-10.
Ramsey, who had a chance to kick a goal for North earlier on. Schimmelbusch climbs on them but can't mark. No, it was Demetrio. German. Demetrio following up. Great play to recover. Sweeps it over the top to McDonald. Schimmelbusch going past. Sensational play North Melbourne. A centering kick by Wayne Schimmelbusch. At the front, Hodgman. 35 metres out. Hooks over the shoulder. Nobody back there. Was it touched? Oh, great goal, North. They brought it the length of the ground. North led by 16 points at half-time and won the match by 16 points in an even second half. For North Melbourne, Hodgman kicked 3 and Larkin kicked 3. And for the Tigers, Michael Roach kicked 5 goals 6. Landy, James and Waitman each kicked 2 goals. Well, by the end, 2 of the biggest contributors to North's cause were the 2 oldest, Keith Gregg and Wayne Schimmelbusch. Well, the 2 veterans recruited from Brunswick in the VFA have now totalled 561 games between them in the league. It's possible for Gregg to reach 300 this year, but Schimmer will have to go into next year. Injury at this stage is a bit of a hurdle, and the North skipper was pleased to come back after missing last week.
I was fairly pleased, especially after last week. I was a bit disappointed that I tore a hamstring at training, actually. I wasn't even in the game, so I hate missing games at the best of times, especially when you get injured during training.
What about North Melbourne? Cruising along, would you have expected at the start of the season, after how you did last year, to be second on the ladder at this stage?
Oh no, we were hopeful that we could improve, and we just set about the task of rebuilding the side and gradually climbing up the ladder. Our practice match form was very good. I don't think we got beaten in the practice games. We beat every team we played, which was South Melbourne, Melbourne and Essendon. We beat them all in the practice game. So we approached the first game fairly confident that we could sort of give every side a run for their money, and that's basically how we're doing it.
John Kennedy's a bit loath to come on and be interviewed because his reason to me was that he prefers it to be the North Melbourne story, and he perhaps doesn't feel yet a North Melbourne person.
I don't think he does yet. That's understandable. Like, he spent 35 years at Hawthorn, so it's just human nature. He's still not going to feel part of North. He's here. He's got a job to do here, and he's doing the best he can. And he's doing a good job, and we appreciate him for that. And by the end of the year, he's going to feel part of the whole scene. Don't worry about that.
Well, that may be his attitude towards the club, but what about the players towards him?
Well, the players have got utmost respect for John, the way he talks to you and the way he teaches the young blokes, and you know, he really is an astute coach, and he knows what it's all about. He's been around a long time, and the players respect him for what he's done in the past, and so you know, he's halfway there really.
North skipper Wayne Schimmelbusch. Well, we've saved the best until last. Carlton and Fitzroy had both won their last 2 matches, and even though Fitzroy was second last on the ladder, they were only 1 game outside the 5. That's how close the competition has been. Well, in the good conditions, they embarked on one of the best matches of the season, with a thriller minute and highlight after highlight. Fitzroy led by 10 points at half-time and 16 points at three-quarter time, and the last quarter was a heart-stopper as Carlton came back. We pick up the game at VFL Park midway through the last term with commentators Clark Hansen and Doug Hayward.
Advantage ruled at the umpire. Corker-Mealis down to McClure. Pert is with him. Over behind the pack, and Harris and Murphy again. Harris looks for a free kick. Harris crawls after it. Runs into trouble. Kicks off the ground. Into McClure. Free kick to McClure. No, it's not. Play on, says the umpire. It's magnificent contesting football. And over the line it goes with Rhys Jones.
Well, the crowd of over 29,000 haven't moved because this has been one of the most entertaining games of the season. Scott and McClure contest that throw-in. Another pack develops. That'll tell you how desperate both sides are and the pressure that's being mounted by them, as there'll be another bounce left half forward flank for Carlton. Carlton trailing by 10 points at the 16-minute mark of this last quarter. Johnson, Clayton falls over. Laurie comes through and pushes the ball over for Fitzroy. Rhys Jones appealing for a free kick, either out on the full or deliberate, but the umpire's not having any of that.
10 points the difference with the Lions in front. McClure in front too for Carlton. Out wide to Dean, who's well tackled by Pert. Very well tackled, and then the ball's over the line. Gee, there's been some superb tackling from both sides. There's Gary Pert, the man who tackled so well that time.
Yet another throw, and there's the scoreboard. 10 points the difference. 36 is McClure. Scott over the top. Clayton out of the pack. The boundary line very close. Sheldon and Turner can't get to the ball, and yet another throw in. But it's tight football.
Yes, it's tight. It's magnificent. There's been everything in this game today. Everything that one would wish to see. There's the giant. Oh, look how easily does he do it. When you're 6'10", it helps a bit, of course. There's Corker-Mealis. Out it goes to Harris. Harris kicks downfield. Oh, grand effort, Turner. That was a grand effort. Absolutely magnificent mark, and a 15-metre penalty against Sheldon. Mark number 7 to Turner, and he chips it downfield, and well done. Taken there by Bowie. Here comes Richard Osborne. Osborne shoots it for goal. Oh, he hasn't done it again. He has. Well, of all of them, I think that's the best of the lot. It is simply unbelievable kicking. That's his 6th goal.
6 goals to Richard Osborne. Leon Harris burrowing into the pack. .13 points lead to Fitzroy. Madden gets the tap down. Alban lets it go for Rhys Jones. Rhys Jones, the hand pass to Blackwell. Over the top to Glascott. Glascott back to Blackwell, runs into Leon Harris, but comes back on the rebound. Blackwell, the long kick. Dean is there, fisted away from him. Leon Harris. Dean comes through, snapped by Ashman. It's a goal. Oh, that's a miraculous goal by Ashman.
Yes, that is unbelievable football, and is fitting of this magnificent game of football. Back in the centre, in come the tall timber, and again it's down and it's out to Wayne Johnson from Madden. Johnson across it goes, picked up by Silvani. He drives Carlton into attack, looking for Ogier, and he takes the mark. Ogier plays on quickly. McClure gives the call, kick it high, and it's Pert and Dean as well. Up goes here's a chance now for Pert, and he kicks it out of danger. Right to the boundary line. Glascott and Burke, and Glascott's going to win it. Glascott wins it, turns and twists. Over the top it goes to Hunter, to Austin, and Austin kicks it out of bounds.
Oh, yes, Austin, you could see there he didn't know what to do. And the recipient of the free kick is Turner. And Turner goes back. Now he kicks along up into the half-forward line. Meldrum is there. Harris tries to fist the ball further afield. That's Bernie Harris, but Hunter's clearing kick. Nelly to Madden. Turner again. Quick kick out to Meldrum. This is dangerous. Kicks wide to Dean, and Dean will mark. Meagher's in front of Roos. The lead is coming from Ogier. McClure also makes space. He's meters in front of Pert and marks. McClure's third mark, but he's had 10 kicks. He's on an angle about 25 to 30 metres out from goal. That's 10 points the difference. 21 minutes gone in this final quarter. So McClure comes in, steers the ball. I think he may have put it through. No, it's hit the post.
Well, Mark McClure, that's bad luck to hit the post. You obviously can't go closer. Out in the Paul Roos direction, Peter Dean's with him. Roos misses what he should have taken. Play on, says Corcomelis. Out it goes to Wayne Johnston. Across it goes to Ogier. Ogier onto his left foot and kicks it downfield. It's all Carlton, but in front. And well played, Fitzroy. Back it comes to Pert. And Pert gets them out of danger temporarily. Up goes Roos. And Corcomelis again. A splendid mark in front of Paul Roos, who incidentally has been put out of the game in the last quarter by the energetic Peter Dean. Well, Carlton have a chance again. Number 26 kick is this for Corcomelis. Downfield it goes. Madden's there. Oh, and up they went with him, and it was a good spoil by Gary Pert again. And it's grim, tight, relentless and tough football.
And only 8 points the difference, favouring Fitzroy. 22 and a half minutes gone in this final term. Grant Laurie with the ball. The Fitzroy defence fan out. Oh, look at that. It's a shocking kick. Oh, it was all right for distance, but direction not off as Johnson marks. Meldrum. No, that was Reece Jones. Laconically gets out of trouble to Austin, who took his eyes off the football. He's still battling for it. He's under pressure. Quick kick at goal. Has he put it through? No, touched. Well, that would have been an incredible goal if Austin had have got that one.
Yes. In his long career, Curly Austin hasn't kicked many goals. And now the Carlton camp waking up to the Fitzroy technique, and Serafini cleverly goes downfield. He's still got nobody to kick to, but well played Serafini, and kicks it out to the boundary line, and that was brilliant football. That was beautiful football by Serafini. He could not find anyone to kick to. He balked and twisted and turned and then kicked to the boundary line, and it's a long way out of danger for Fitzroy at the moment.
Scott and Madden. Madden gets the tap down. Off hands, it comes down to Burke. Burke the kick wide, looking for Quinlan. Quinlan picks up. Oh, now did he kick that out on the full? No, says the boundary umpire. I don't think he got his boot to it.
I think that was a very good decision, but my word, it was close. Well, Quinlan, with his wonderful spring, is giving Ken Hunter lots of troubles. And I guess so he should. He's just so much taller. Harris tries to punch it away from Sheldon unsuccessfully. Sheldon will get a free kick. Tripped over the top of him, did Loken, and rode him into the ground. And Sheldon, a very capable player, comes in for his 16th kick to put Carlton to the centre of the ground. They'll look for the height of Madden. Up goes Scott with him. Well played, Laurie. Boots it long downfield. In front is Keane. Can't take the mark. Good strong play by Hellis. Can't find anyone to hand pass through. Blackwell is caught. Out wide it goes, and here go Carlton again. Meldrum and Ashman. Ashman can give it across to Glascott. Glascott now can give it across to Dean. Dean waits, but Glascott misses it. Then he kicks it long, down towards McClure. Up they go with him, and behind the pack it's McClure. And brilliant play, Pert. Absolutely brilliant by Pert. He's bumped as he kicks the ball and kicks it out of bounds on the full, and the free kick will go to Carlton, and it's still desperately dangerous for Fitzroy. Well, there's only 7 points the difference. Ashman almost within range. He is within range. This is close. It's through. 1 point is the difference. And what a sensational kick by a sensational rover in Rodney Ashman.
Three goals to Ashman, 2 in this first quarter. Fitzroy lead by a point. Barwick comes through. Fitzroy trying to capitalise. Oh, Quinlan throws the ball out in front of him. He comes back again. It's desperate football. That's all Carlton at the moment. Blackwell has it. The hand pass out to Hunter. On to Johnson. Away go the Blues to McClure. A beautiful pass by Johnson. And a lovely lead by McClure, and Johnson, the Carlton skipper, tells McClure to slow down. 11 kicks now coming up for McClure. If he kicks this one, the Blues are in front by 5 points. 26 minutes gone in this final quarter. There's the kick. It looks good. And it's only behind. Scores level.
Well, I just got a cramp a moment ago. I've twisted my legs up that often, so often. And here he comes. Serafini desperately trying to work out where to kick, and it's straight to Carlton. What a terrible kick to Glasgow. That's the mistake that might lose the match. Downfield it goes, and Madden's there. So Scott, and it's through for a point, and Carlton take the front just on the 27-minute mark, and a dreadful mistake from Laurie Serafini when he kicked to Glasgow. Serafini now out wide, and Hunter comes in for the big one. So's Quinlan. Over the top of him, it was Quinlan's mark, and he'll have to play on quickly. There's 27 minutes gone. Fitzroy lead Carlton by a point. And well done, Roos. Absolutely brilliant. Across to Osborne. Trouble for Osborne. And there's Alvin too. It's absolutely beautiful football. Austin left-footed out to the boundary line, and there's only Blackwell there. Blackwell goes for the ball, and in comes Turner, and Turner takes it over the line. It's magnificent football.
Well, I'd say this is one last chance now for Fitzroy. 28 minutes gone in this final quarter. Keane gets the tap down, but it's too close to the boundary line. That could have been Madden that got that tap, seeking the sanctuary of the boundary line. But there's a ring of Carlton players around the throw-in now. They're content to play defensive football as time's running out. They're leading by a point. Keane gets the front position, and it's over the boundary line again, as the ball is being forced back away from the Fitzroy goal.
What superb play by Madden. In comes number 44 again, and he is just so big. Down it goes, picked up by Blackwell from a perfect punch down, but it's in front to Scott. It's in front, and Scott must play on very quickly. Short. Oh, look out. They've lost it. Brilliant play, Murphy, kicked off the ground by McClure, taken by Laurie, he's caught. And it's Ogier, out to Ashman. Ashman across it goes, Glasgow, Sheldon downfield. Serafini comes after it, the ball will beat him over the line out of bounds. And I think that might be it. 29 minutes gone, 1 point the difference, the Blues in front.
There's the final siren with Carlton getting up to win by a point. Carlton 18-16, 124 to Fitzroy 19-9, 123. And a great exhibition of football at VFL Park.
After the game, the umpires changed Carlton's score to 18-17, and so their margin was 2 points. A game which Fitzroy had led nearly all day. They led by 16 points at three-quarter time, but in the last quarter, Carlton kicked 4 goals, 8 to 2-2 to snatch victory by 2 points. For Carlton, Ashman 4 goals and Corcomelis kicked 3, and for Fitzroy, Richard Osborne kicked 6 goals. Now to the results of the other games, and Essendon defeated Melbourne by 82 points. And Melbourne very disappointing with just 9 goals. The Bombers far too good. Terry Danaher and Madden each 4 goals, and Merritt kicked 3. And incidentally, Neil Danaher playing his first game for Essendon in the seniors for 3.5 years. And for Melbourne, White, who's an Irish recruit, recruited from Gaelic football in Ireland, kicked 3 goals, and Cordner kicked 2 goals. And Collingwood defeated St Kilda in a game which produced 44 goals. The Saints managed 20 but couldn't manage a victory, Collingwood by 25 points. McMullen kicked 5 for Collingwood, Collins 4, Banks and Beers each 3, and for St Kilda, John Bennett kicked 4 and Elphinston kicked 3 goals. And the round was completed today when the Sydney Swans had a home game at the Sydney Cricket Ground against Geelong.
Ironmonger and Flanagan on now.
Oh, another one down the centre of the ground here.
Swans player is decked right in the circle.
King hit behind the play.
Yes, certainly was. Another one over there too.
Council is out.
Desperate game for both these teams today. Oh, good mark to Danaher. Takes that ball at half back. Quickly plays on, drives it out towards the Swans half-forward line, and Malarkey.
Morgan couldn't complete the mark. In comes Scratch and Neal, runs into Neville Bruns. Still gets a kick at the ball. Browning in front. 2 Geelong players are there. Gary Ablett takes the mark.
It's a good hand pass out to Mackenzie. And the ball up towards the Swans centre half-forward position. Oh, there's a crash. Down goes Rid. A chance for Danaher. Now he picks it up well. A hand pass over to Stevie Wright. This could be a goal. It is. So they're back in business, the Swans. Comes over now.
Then Craig Alderdice kicked 3 goals in 8 minutes to start the second half and give the Cats a break.
That's the second good mark he's taken. A hand pass coming out to
Anthony Danaher, moved to centre half forward, was the only avenue the Swans had on the forward line.
He's played a fine game today for the Swans. Too tall for Rod.
And the Cats centre half forward, Stephen Reynoldsson, starred at his end of the ground too, and the visitors held on to win.
Great mark from Boss's kick there to Reynoldsson.
And the final score, a 28-point win to Geelong, who'd led by 14 points at half-time, just gradually increasing their margin as the game went on. Ablett finished with 5 goals, Alderdice and Bruns each kicked 3, and for the Swans, Wright kicked 3, Evans and Carroll each kicked 2 goals. So now the league ladder, after round 9 has been completed, sees Essendon on top, a game clear with a healthy percentage. From North have moved up, Collingwood and Hawthorn. Footscray have dropped down from 2nd place to 5th place on the ladder and just in the 5 on percentage. Carlton, who've won their last 3 games in a row, still clinging on to 6th place, and Geelong have moved up to 7th, ahead of Richmond and Melbourne. The Swans now really starting to lose touch, as well as Fitzroy and St Kilda 2 games behind them, last place on the ladder. And now the leading goal kickers, and Michael Roach, having missed the last 2 games, came back to kick 5 goals for a total of 43 and leads by 6 from 3 players, Quinlan who got 2, Beasley who got 4 and Ablett who kicked 5 for a total of 37. Wilson got just 1 for a total of 36, Taylor back after injury, 2 for 35, Lee Matthews moved up with 6 for 27, James 2 and McClure 2, and Jackson missed the round because of injury. Now more highlights.
4-minute mark, first turn. Free kick. Now here they go with a handball to Matthews, who lined up on the ball. Pass to Buckenara. Had it, lost it, pretty close. Matthews follows up well. Kicks the ball beautifully tonight, you'll get it. Good play, Lee.
Hardy versus James Bennett. Hardy. Steve McPherson. He's having a big first quarter. Goes beyond Beasley. Danger Hawthorn. At half forward. Lead from Matthews. Half volley. Eade, the paddle to tuck was good. Touched or not? It's a goal!
Langford, knock on. Another knock on. Purser tries to find Rowan, Roy does. He squeezes through from half forward. This is good play. He's got it. Royal sets up someone from the back line straight across to Brad Hardy. Oh, Lester Smith, super stuff there. Takes the mark, the tall player, lovely balance. Robertson, the freshman, lovely handball at half forward. Lester Smith kicks a beauty. Smashes into the goal post. Oh, dear, oh dear.
Rick Strawn playing midfield, gives it across to Jep. He'll get run down by Larkin, but McKenna puts the ball up to centre half forward. Roach can't mark, but Rioli's in front of the pack. Left boot, bouncing towards goal, and it's in. Demetrio gets a good handball out. German shooting. It's a fine shot. 6 points.
Beautiful conditions at the MCG. Barling wins the tap. Goes to Waitman, who didn't get a chance to gain clean possession. But he comes out with it. What a hand pass. And a magnificent kick for goal by Burton. And he scores the goal. Well played, Dale Waitman. Hurried kick, marked by McCann, but it didn't go 10 metres. Umpire said play on. Bouncing at centre-half back for North. McKenna scoops off the ground for Richmond. Long kick for goal is pretty close. Roach in the goal square. Did it go through? A goal to McKenna. Off hands Waitman. Oh, bad bounce McKenna. Stolen by Jonas. And goals.
Rioli steps in. Tigers starting to lift a bit. Roach over the back.
To half-forward flank. Big 30, 40-metre punch away goes to Hodgman. At the back. Chance here for North. Ryan goals.
Glascott comes through to try and pick up. Gary Keane was a little slow, and away go Fitzroy. The chance for Quinlan, and Quinlan takes the mark in the goal area.
The lead is given by Ogier. It's a good-looking left foot pass as well. Ogier a big leap and recovers brilliantly. Shoots for goal and puts it through. Quinlan takes on Madden, and Quinlan did it well. Taken by Blackwell. Blackwell covers no distance. Pekin goes down. Hellas a left foot snap. Oh, it's a goodie. Well, Sheldon says, I'll go for this contrary bounce. The umpire's not bouncing very well. Corcomelis a great kick getter, kicks out wide. Laurie and Rhys Jones. Roos is the leaper above them. Rhys Jones casually with it. Is going to have a long one, a very long one, a magnificent kick. Out to Laurie as the target. Laurie better hurry. As Dean came crashing down, Laurie's got the chance across to Turner, and Turner can go for a long one. Kicks it out wide. And it's a good-looking kick to the little man Harris. Harris lost the run of it. He should give to Osmond. He does. Osmond steadies. He's kicked 3. He's now kicked 4.
And trailing by 4 points. There's Ogier and Serafini, but this is McClure grabbing the ball. Number 36 has a shot for goal, and that's a courageous and strong goal. Perth seemed to be mesmerised then.
Now to the mark of the day, and there can't be a better sight in football than a full forward leading and dragging down a high mark. When he's held by one arm but still finishes up with the ball, he needs more than average strength. Michael Roach had that problem with North Melbourne's Michael Passmore, but Roach fought him off to take the mark of the day.
Flick that back, but to no avail. Ball goes into the middle to Rioli now. Rioli will probably use this well. He's got Roach leading. And he holds it. That was fine use of the body by Michael Roach. Got his body in early as the ball was floating through. Made sure the North player couldn't come back on him.
Now to the play of the day, and one of the players in the league who supporters of the opposing team most love to hate is David Rhys-Jones. He's appeared in another incident this week which has resulted in Michael Conlon facing the tribunal. His transfer from the Swans to Carlton this year has been surrounded by talk that his new teammates haven't altogether taken to him and the huge pay packet he's getting. But boy, can he play. He's our play of the day in this one-out tussle with Grant Laurie.
Caught is Loken from some bad hand passing. Baines has got the chance.
And Baines makes the most of it. The clearing kick wide. Rhys-Jones and Laurie. Boundary line, no, Rhys-Jones keeps it in. Shepherds Laurie off cleverly, and the hand pass to Sheldon. That was superb football. Sheldon goes for a run.
Now to next week's matches in round 10, and Richmond play Geelong at VFL Park, Melbourne play the Swans at the MCG, Carlton in 6th place against Hawthorn 4th, Fitzroy against North Melbourne should be a crackerjack game, and St Kilda playing Essendon. And a Sunday match next week as part of Victoria's 150th birthday celebrations at the MCG, Footscray against Collingwood, 5th against 3rd, and hopefully a great crowd at the MCG. Well, we leave you with the goal of the day. And a couple of weeks ago, we had a boy in his first game taking the mark of the day. Now, another first gamer features in our weekly awards. He might have a Polish name, but he stamped his name on Australian football with this effort. Peter Zakaski of Richmond. And for teammate Michael Roach, he proved he'd recovered from his knee operation by testing it fully on the MCG turf. Richmond free, North free rather, to McCann. He said he was legged.
McCann has a lead from Ryan. He's a big man, can't hold it. Let's play on Zakaski. Kasky takes a bounce. Right foot. It's a goal. Probably Kasky's first goal in league football.